All right, we're back on the P Boiz. This is a huge episode.
Yeah. Did you miss us?
Yeah. It's the first post-Trump episode.
Oh, that's
pretty
right.
big. Pretty big app.
Post-pre-Trump.
Post-Trump. We're talking about all the topics. What the Jake Paul and Mike Tyson that happened.
That happened. That did happen.
Yeah.
The UFC John Jones something happened that.
No, that happened this weekend.
Lions, did they win something?
Yeah, they won.
That was pretty. Yeah,
they won a lot of points.
Yes.
There we go. We'll probably talk about that at some point. We're going to talk. We got a big later on in the episode. We got a big comedian beef that we're going to be addressing. A big comedian who has a problem with the podcast, but we'll address that later. So you have to stick around and watch that.
I'm interested.
Drama.
Big time comedy drama. So stick around for that. And then also, I have to announce new contest, new P Boiz contest. If you want free tickets to see Matt McCusker at Mark Ridley's Comedy Castle in March of 2025.
Actually, I do.
Yeah, that's you have to comment on every episode of the P Boiz up until December 9th, I think it was, and then we'll announce the winner on December 12th. So all you have to do is be a subscriber and comment your favorite thing we say on every episode of the P Boiz up until December 9th.
I like that.
Yeah.
So you just don't get 100 comments that say comment.
Yeah.
Time out.
Yeah, what?
Comment.
So every time Matt posts his dates, like I'm always looking for Michigan. It's never there. You're telling me I'm finding out live on a podcast that he's coming to Michigan.
I just found out,
it's
too.
not sold out, is it?
Probably not.
I don't think so.
Not right now.
Like after this, I'm buying.
And I just announced it, so no, I don't think it's sold out yet. I think it's like it's like Thursday to Sunday, I think. So whole weekend, Matt McCusker.
You better start.
You'll probably get to meet him, which everybody wants. Yeah,
Pulling
so
up right now.
Comment, leave a comment, be a subscriber. If you don't live in Detroit, sucks. I'm not gonna fly you out.
You can still leave comments.
You can still leave a comment, but if you win it, I'm not gonna fly you out to see Matt McCusker. You got to figure that part out.
What if
You
there's
can fly yourself.
Right. You can drive.
Yeah, I mean, you can drive, sure.
Yeah.
I mean, if it's like someone in Indiana, he's going to Indiana,
Yeah. Well,
that's not a bad idea.
Tickets for that show. I'm only buying tickets for the Detroit show.
Yeah.
But speaking of Matt, we got a Matt heavy episode today.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of Matt.
A lot of Matts,
Too many
dude.
Matts.
Joseph, can you leave, actually?
Yeah, this is the Matt's only episode.
That's right.
Yes.
I just had to talk about the contest, and then I'm leaving.
That's all he has to do. He's,
That's right.
all right.
Well,
All right. Now that that's out of the way.
let's talk about the one Matt that's not here, Matt Wolf. Don't you guys hate how fucking funny and likable that guy is?
Yeah, and also I don't see him anymore because he's actually a comic that gets paid. So I haven't seen that guy in a long time.
I mean, he's at New Way.
I guess you don't come to the
New Way, yeah.
Club.
Yeah,
New Way is actually basically the only mic I go to at this point.
Really?
I go to Roadhouse usually. I don't know. I've been taking my foot off the gas.
Again?
Well, now you're on the P Boiz,
Yeah.
so this.
Well, I guess this
equates
counts.
to like 5 mics.
Basically,
Yeah.
Just as much exposure,
Yeah.
and just as likely to get booked somewhere.
Yeah.
See on the.
If anything, this isn't helping you get booked, but
I don't think it's helping at all. It has. I haven't gotten booked for anything since I've joined this podcast.
It's direct correlation.
Yeah.
First time guest on the podcast, Matt Zaresny.
Hey,
Thanks for being here.
Glad to be here. Finally made it.
Finally made it. Yeah, we've been flirting the idea for months.
We made it.
You've been in my DMs for a minute.
Yeah, you were on the Joseph show, so kind of.
Kind of. I was there.
Yeah,
But I wasn't there.
What does that mean? A Joseph Shoseph? Were you just an audience member while Joe talked to somebody?
sort of.
I kind of just like called in and just heckled everybody.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah,
Called into it. Who was the guest? Who was?
it was Andy McFarlane.
It was originally supposed to be me and Andy, but I got fired that day and I got super hammered instead. And then I called Joseph to tell him how I felt about it.
Yeah,
All right.
Yeah.
You had a lot of insightful things to say.
pretty insightful.
I kind of did. I went in here, I spoke my truth.
Right, you called your boss a faggot.
Yep.
Yeah,
That's well, that's what everybody thinks about.
Yeah.
Their bosses.
Yeah, so it wasn't that bad. Let's talk about the real reason why we're all here. The thing he didn't point out is like, weren't you just on a honeymoon?
Oh yeah, I was.
Yeah.
That's the real reason you guys are here.
Yeah, that's why we're here.
Yeah.
Because I asked you, I was like, if you're not here, I'm
It's
not
also
fucking
like it's the post-Trump. It's also the first post-wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
first
true.
Yeah, post-wedding band, man.
podcast.
I'm
as a
officially
married
all the
man.
all the women who have been commenting that they want to fuck me on the podcast. Can't do it now.
They can't do it, but now that they want you even more now.
That's what I told him, dude. His
That's-
demand went up. The demand goes up when you put the ring on.
Yeah. Dude,
I've been thinking about getting a fake ring. You know,
Really?
The one will talk to me.
Just
just go to the bar by yourself and just
Yeah.
oh man.
Sit there like this.
oh,
man.
my fucking wife
Around him,
pissing me off.
occasionally take it off and just be like,
Yeah.
Just looking at it.
No, keep it on. I would love to cheat on my wife tonight. if
I
you
wish
don't mind.
I
Maybe
wish
your
my
bumble.
wife was fucking me. I wish there was a woman who could please me and my wife can't.
This would be your Bumble pose. Like,
Yeah. That'd be pretty hot. You can make like a Bumble account and say like a married couple looking for a third.
yeah.
You know,
I might.
I'm sure you'd find some freaky bitch.
There's an app for that, though, too.
I just made a Bumble account actually.
Really?
There you go. How's that going for you?
2 matches. I'm gonna pretend I didn't see them though.
Hey.
Keep
Well,
my
don't they
options.
message you first?
I think that's the way it used to
Yeah,
be, but
no,
like
that's how Bumble
I don't know. I
works.
can. it
After
still
the
gives me
whole
the option to,
pronouns
like,
thing
send
started,
stuff. Yeah.
Yeah. Made men come back and had
Right.
to take the first move again. Now that everybody has pronouns.
Right.
Right.
Yes.
Nobody knows.
It's time for men to step back up,
Yeah.
dude. Like,
Well, and them's.
yeah.
Yeah. Right. You can't.
Right. Who messages the them message first or second? How does that work?
I don't know. Lemon, is there like a setting for thems, or do you have to turn that off, or does
I'll bet you there.
You can do it non-binary.
Yeah,
Really?
there's like filters.
non-binary.
Like basically, when it asks you like what you're interested in, it said men, women, or everything. So
Yeah.
Just like I don't know.
dogs?
Yeah.
men, women, or just living creatures.
Any organism that will come up to me.
Sex?
You just swipe on a tree or something.
Get a goat.
Maybe the lemon sacks are getting filtered out.
Well, you got 2 dates, so that means or two.
Two matches.
Yeah,
Two matches. Don't get.
Yeah.
No, I don't get too excited.
Two,
Are they
you need
cuties?
like 20 matches to.
There's a reason I'm waiting to to like them back. You know.
Oh,
they like you? Wait.
Oh, they like you got like 20 hours to figure that out.
Yeah. Oh shit. Do I?
Yeah, you
I
get
think I have like a week.
it's a time limit. So like after you match, you got 24
I
hours.
know on Tinder it's a week.
It's a week to message.
Yeah. So like I don't know. That's how long. It,
Did
like,
they
stays
message
up.
you?
No,
Did
they
they
just
say,
they just
"Hey,
like
what's
you know
up?"
that's my thing. You know they didn't message me, so obviously they're not ambitious enough.
right. Yeah.
Right, dude. They lack.
The initiative.
Yeah, they don't have no grit, dude.
Right, dude. They're not.
They're
what
not-
happened to your?
they're not
Black
they,
Korean
thems.
Girl? Did she?
we went over this last time. The day before we were supposed to go out, she had second thoughts. She was
Right,
like,
but you didn't like reconnect after that.
I mean, like
Let's air this out on the podcast.
Clearly.
Get her on the phone. Let's talk.
Call her up, FaceTime
nothing
her.
really happened.
Face.
Yeah, put her on a chair.
Yeah,
You're in the pod
She's
now.
super fucked up. And
Check in like I don't know 6 months.
All right. I'm sorry. I didn't mean to. Bring
Right.
that up, man.
Right.
That's how it
when
works.
you're filing for a
Black
divorce,
Koreans.
Black Koreans are taking over the Lemonsack communities.
Right.
Blurians.
That's right.
Take-
I was trying to think of something. I couldn't think of anything. Like
That's pretty good. Blowrian.
Koreans.
Yeah.
It's like a barista.
Black.
African
Clacks.
American.
Yeah.
Clack, clack. I don't know about that.
I was thinking like Blurian or something.
Blowrian.
Yeah.
Sure.
You know, like Blasian.
Yeah.
Oh wait, no, that's actually it.
Blasian.
Blasian.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's Black Age. That's
Yeah,
Black
yeah.
Age. That's the whole like continent,
Well, I
though.
guess if
we're
we
getting
want to
more
get
specific,
specific,
yeah.
like what type of black is she?
Ooh.
Jamaican or Nigerian?
I don't believe she would know.
Ugandan?
It is kind of.
Let's get her on the phone.
Yeah.
FaceTime.
Ask her right now.
Yeah.
What kind of black are you? And is it North or South Korea? We need to know.
That's a lot of questions.
Right.
Probably South.
Assuming
If it's
so.
North, how the fuck did you get out?
Right. They're really Vietnamese the whole
How
time.
did the black get in? If it is north, you know?
They have their ways.
Yeah. Came in at night.
And once they got back, they never
Yeah.
Why,
back in.
why don't you have her on?
Yeah, let's get her on the podcast.
Hit her up, dude.
But speaking of which, this the Jake Paul
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson fight. Did
Man,
you watch it?
I didn't watch it.
Neither did I. I don't really
No,
care.
neither did I.
It was my fucking life.
Weird segue.
Yeah.
Speaking
Well,
of,
he's black, you know.
Yeah.
Close enough.
Korean, same thing.
Yeah.
They all,
Did you watch it? Lemonsack. Did you?
You're
Not
gonna be
really
more
on
specific
purpose.
with your mats.
Yeah, you're gonna have to work that one out.
It was on at the mics that I did, and I like watched like some of it.
Which mic were you at?
I did Can Brew
Tyson.
Works and then the shit show. Oh, yeah, Can Brew Works and the shit show.
Okay.
It took over every. They were
Really?
both dead because of the fight, which
Yeah,
is
I
like,
can imagine.
it blows my mind that people had like interest in that. And they're like, "Oh yeah, it's gonna be such a good fight. It's a fucking senior citizen and a YouTuber."
Yeah, dude who can't
I
fight.
didn't think it was real when I first heard about it. I like, and then when they did the weigh-ins, I was like, oh, they're actually doing that. Like that's a real thing.
I still don't think it's real.
Yeah, probably not.
They say it's the most watched fight of all time.
That was
Yeah, but they're construing the stats because they're assuming that all their subscribers are watching the fight.
Oh,
So in theory, there was like
they're saying every Netflix subscription watch.
They also say
Yeah.
that about like the Netflix movies. Like they say like this movie made this much $1 billion, but
It's just
it's
Netflix
really
bought
just
it.
equating like watch time plus like number of subscribers and like whatever movie tickets amount, like that would be equal or something. Some bullshit. I don't know. They just conflate the numbers.
I'm sure they do.
yeah. Netflix doesn't like to give out the actual stats, from what I've heard. I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, whatever they could do to.
Whatever.
When
I
I'm
mean,
on
the whole
Netflix,
thing-
I'll figure it out.
They,
yeah.
they got paid like what, $50 million to do that fight or some
Netflix
bullshit.
did?
Yeah, they didn't give
No,
a fuck.
Jake and Mike.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
something like that.
he doesn't care. He doesn't.
good
He'll,
for
he'll
them.
throw his legacy away for $50 million.
Man, so would I. I mean,
Yeah,
fucking,
I mean-
all this historical legacy that I'm building right,
Right.
now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Cancel me for $50 million, dude.
I want to fight Jake Paul. That'd be fun.
Yeah, it'd be dope.
I would do it for like $500,000. You know what I mean?
Really? That's actually not a bad price.
$500,000?
Yeah.
Fuck
Yeah.
yeah, right now.
I didn't watch
Give
the
me
fight, but
gloves.
what from what I heard is very little contact was made during the fight. So
Yeah, that's my understanding. I didn't watch.
yeah. So I mean, you probably have a good chance of like taking him on for $500,000.
Yeah.
Yeah, kind of romantic.
Really? Did they kiss?
Well, you know, I think they were sneaking some smooches in
Sure,
on the tits.
right.
You know, like
Yeah.
Who wouldn't?
That's how it starts. Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I saw
That's my
like,
go-to move.
Nikki.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They did. Yeah, they did. After the fight, they did the live stream of the gay sex on Pornhub. So,
Oh.
and that was the biggest gay.
Well, that's
porn
where all the viewership
live
came from.
Yeah, it came from all the Grindr subscribers, you know?
I mean, when Tyson bit Evander Holyfield's ear, it was just like a love bite, you know.
Right.
Trying to give him a hickey,
Right.
he missed.
Yeah.
It's just a tip.
Did you see that they collaborated on ear-shaped edibles?
Someone was talking about this the other day. Yeah, I heard about that.
I haven't tried one, but
Are you planning to?
no.
No.
I'll
Are
be
they
honest.
gummies or they're just?
It's like a THC gummy.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's shaped like a ear.
It's like an ear that with a bite taken out of it.
Nice.
So
That's actually pretty, smart. Like
it is. You know,
product.
it's a great way to like, hey, I bit your ear 20 years ago.
Right.
We should make some money off of it.
Yeah, but honestly, if you did put a bunch of gummy bears in your mouth and try to talk, you'd probably sound like Mike Tyson too, though.
Yeah.
Gummy bears in your mouth with that.
fucking
I don't know. That's not Mike Tyson.
Mm.
It's more than we fighting Jake Paul.
It's not as there's more no's with Tyson. Like,
I don't do a good Mike Tyson. That's never been an impression. I'm not a big impression doer. It's not really my thing. So I don't know if you're expecting a good Mike Tyson. I didn't prepare for it.
either did I. I didn't even know what we were talking
give it
about.
a
It's because he needs blackface to do it properly. So
That's right.
Yeah.
If you have
You have to get into character.
brown paint that I could put on my face right now,
Yeah.
It's
that-
dust.
hell small.
All dust.
And then you get full Tyson.
Yeah.
You get the
Yeah.
full experience. You could do the eye tattoo as well.
I want
Yeah.
Jake Paul to fight Neil deGrasse Tyson.
I'd watch that.
Yeah, that one's more interesting.
Fucking hate
Yeah,
Neil
honestly.
deGrasse
Yeah, he's a fucking pussy.
So do I. I always feel like he claims to be so smart, people don't check him on his bullshit.
Yeah.
But he kind of like bullshits, and he's like, "Oh, I'm the smartest person in the room," so everybody's like,
And you were
Yeah.
wrong.
Fucking,
"Yeah, I did before. I don't remember what it was." Yeah,
You proved him wrong?
yeah. He said something that was wrong. It was kind of right, but it was like his buildup was totally wrong about. I forgot what it was. It was like some fucking history thing or some
Right.
shit. Yeah.
I feel like he's the kind of guy that uses like logical fallacies and whatnot. Where he's just like,
Well, also, what the fuck is an astrophysicist or whatever the fuck he claims to be? Like, he has a specialty in something that no one knows about, and it's so completely irrelevant, but it just sounds really sophisticated.
Yeah, and I think he doesn't like do any research. So like you can't like
Right, at
consider
this
yourself
point,
a
he doesn't
scientist if you're not doing research or something like
I
that.
think, well, him, I don't know about him specifically, but even like people like Sam Harris. I probably they just like got a PhD. They just went to school, but they didn't necessarily like. And I think as part of that, you have to do some research, but they didn't like change the game. They didn't come up with some new insight that like.
It wasn't like Isaac Newton or some shit.
Yeah, right.
Like they didn't invent insulin or some shit.
Yeah, nothing like that.
Yeah.
Something that really matters.
I think that Neil deGrasse Tyson. Well, I don't know about Neil deGrasse Tyson, but I do believe Sam Harris is a CIA asset.
Really?
Yeah,
I think they're both nerds.
They're definitely both nerds.
Is Sam Harris the guy who was on Bill Maher talking about Muslims?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, he's the guy.
Okay.
And
wait, so you're not cool with him?
No, I used to like him a lot. I read 4 of his books.
Really?
And yeah, he was the man for a while. And he, you know, he's kind of, I guess he's a sort of philosopher, and he really kind of made his chops, I guess, debating religious people.
Okay.
About how God is bullshit. Is basically his perspective. And then, so he got pretty big. He's been on Joe Rogan a bunch of times. He has his own podcast. And then once COVID hit, everything he said was like, we just need to trust the
Trust the Lord.
Institutions.
Damn.
Right. Yeah, exactly.
You went full gay.
Yeah, exactly. And he just, I don't know, his reasoning was bullshit, and he lost his entire audience. And I was doing mushrooms this last spring, and when I was on mushrooms, they told me that
Don't trust Sam Harris.
Sam Harris is a CIA asset.
With the mushroom.
And you're like, you're right. Yeah, the mushroom told him that.
Yeah, so it's a fact now.
Yeah. Dude, you uncovered the secrets of Sam Harris.
Right.
The mushrooms told you the truth.
Yeah.
Why were you thinking about Sam Harris on mushrooms?
I don't remember.
Did you?
It was at the very end of the trip.
Okay.
It was actually a really interesting trip. It was my girlfriend at the time, but it was weird. It had nothing to do with that, but like
It's totally relevant information.
at the end, it was like, by the way, Sam Harris is a CIA asset. Like that was the whole. I wasn't thinking about it the whole time. I don't know if you've ever done mushrooms.
Not in a long time.
Yeah. Well, for me, it feels like I'm communicating with another thing. Like
Right.
communing with the spirit world.
When I do them on my own, yeah.
Yeah.
And you came on the biggest platform in the Metro Detroit comedy scene to talk about Sam Harris.
Yeah.
To expose him.
Did you burn his books when you realized he was a CIA agent?
No, unfortunately, I have them as digital
Audio
copies. Like I'm not.
Is that a
I'm about to
sniper?
burn my phone. So.
Burning Chromebooks.
Yeah. Right. Exactly.
That works.
And what's interesting? Okay, so he came out. So Trump got elected, and
All right,
he's been.
Let's talk about that.
He's been. Well, Sam Harris has been hating Trump for a very long time.
Okay.
And he came out with this podcast after the election, and it was just a bunch of Sam Harris bullshit. And he just called out a bunch of other podcasters, and one of them was Dave Smith. I don't know if you're familiar with him.
Yep.
No.
And so
Louisiana.
Dave Smith responded. Dave Smith responded and basically accused Sam Harris. It goes, and by the way, it's suspicious that Sam Harris always agrees with the CIA.
Oh, shit.
That's fucking interesting.
Dave Smith was talking to you through mushrooms.
That's right. Maybe the mushrooms are talking to both of us.
Maybe you guys were both on mushrooms at the same time, and so he was like using the force to.
That would be
Move to
dope.
communicate with you through the interwaves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys' third eyes were both up.
Yeah.
Bro, I got fourth eyes.
On the back of your head.
Mushrooms I've
I'll
done.
say, where's the fourth one at?
I don't have a
Up my
third
ass.
eye.
Yeah, it's the brown eye.
Yeah, right.
No, it's the turd eye.
Yeah.
There you go.
Exactly.
Yeah. So Trump's back. That's pretty cool, right?
Well, it's, it depends who you ask.
Yeah.
A lot of people don't think it's very cool at all.
Right. Yeah.
I found my Facebook feed to be particularly entertaining with all the fucking, I don't know, people losing their shit.
I just think it's annoying.
I think it's annoying. You gotta laugh at these things.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I spent the last 8 years laughing at it, and now it's just like, you guys aren't tired of this yet.
I just never understood why people take it so seriously. This is my
serious.
don't let you talk about my Lord and Savior that way
Relax.
kind of attitude. Like I mean, at the end of the day, it's just your opinion on who
It's
you think's
also
the
like
best to do it.
every time there's an election, half the people are like, "Oh my god, we avoided the biggest catastrophe as the great," and then the other people are like, "We're fucked. I'm leaving," and nobody leaves.
We're going to Canada.
Tom Hanks
Yeah,
left.
right. Well, fucking who gives a fuck?
Tom Hanks is a pedophile. He can give a fuck.
Yeah, at one point he was the most trusted person in America.
Tom
you can,
Hanks?
Yeah, you can Google
Yeah,
it. Yeah.
I'm sure.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Where did he run off to?
Canada.
Epstein's Island.
Epstein's Island.
Right.
Yeah.
He
Exactly.
was on the fight logs. Did you ever hear about like the Wayfair? You probably heard about the Wayfair stuff.
Yeah, I had a joke about it.
Really?
Yeah, I had a joke about it. They were smuggling kids through Wayfair. So like you would buy so like my joke was like I just met a girl, I got her off Wayfair. Does anybody want an $8,000 futon? Okay. Yeah, you'd pay $8,000 for a futon, and a little Asian comes with it.
Oh, okay. Well, somebody needs to assemble the furniture.
Well, somebody needs to stop hating them. Yeah,
Tom Hanks.
There you go. Who knows how to use an Allen wrench? You know?
Exactly. They can get into the little hard to reach.
Yeah, that's what they're there for. Yeah.
Well, I mean, they're bred for that. You know, like the Chinese kids. They, you know, they just know how to put stuff together.
That's
fourth generation.
I thought you were saying they were bred to be shoved into futons.
That too. Haven't you seen Ocean's 11? They have the little Chinese guy who like went in the box.
Well, he might have been Korean. We're not.
No, we got FaceTimer, dude.
Yeah, get her on the phone.
Does she look Korean or Asian?
The guy from Ocean's 11, Asian?
What kind of Asian?
Yeah, what kind of Asian? I feel like he was. I was suspected he was Vietnamese.
Really? Wow. I thought they said he was Chinese.
Bro, I have no idea how to distinguish it.
Well, if he's like one of those white Asians, like Dagestan or some shit, like,
maybe.
Some place you never even heard of.
Russian.
Maybe
Mexican. But it's still on the continent of Asia.
So. It is Asian, I guess.
Technically, yeah.
But they're Russian Arabs, not the
Arabs technically on the Asian continent.
It is.
Yeah. So, yeah.
It's a big place. There's a lot of Asia.
Where is Hungary?
Europe. It's Europe.
Oh, okay.
But pretty close.
Yeah, it's
almost Asian.
Yeah, they border Ukraine.
Okay.
Yeah. So when I was there, all the lights went out at like 10 o'clock because Ukraine's taking all their fucking energy.
Damn, dude.
Yeah, so it was only essential lights only at night.
That's fucked up, dude.
When I was in Budapest.
When did you go?
Well, about last year.
Okay, no, I went to Budapest about 10 years ago. It was 2016, I think.
Yeah, it was pretty ghetto, but also too because of the lights. So like,
Budapest is ghetto.
Well, when you walk down to you're in a foreign country and you walk around and the streets are dark and there's like graffiti on the walls and shit.
Yeah, that's pretty.
And then some dude in a Michael Jordan jersey tries to sell you coke, and then some girl walks up to you and she just goes, "Sex." Like what?
Hey, I mean,
which part of Budapest were you in?
Right by the party district. You know that tunnel that has all the bars and shit.
That's like how
That's where I stayed at.
What was it? What's that one bar? Is it Zimpla?
Is it the tiki bar or whatever?
It's a tiki bar.
They had like a fun tiki bar.
Club kind of.
Yeah, that's what I was talking about. Yeah.
Okay, I think that might have.
Yeah, it's right down the street.
Where do you have family there?
Remember, it was a while.
No, I'm Hungarian by descendants, and like 3 years ago, I got a DUI, and fucking, it was the week before Christmas, so I got suspended for a year. But I came back in time with enough time to for them to have to pay me out for my PTO. So I did what any high functioning alcoholic would do, and I went to Oktoberfest.
Nice.
Then I went to Prague, and then I went to Budapest because they had to pay me like $4,000.
Okay.
And I only worked for a week.
Okay.
So yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah, they paid me for Christmas, New Year's, my birthday, all 3 weeks of my vacation.
Yeah. Went on an epic.
That's dope.
European tour.
Yeah, shout out to the Union.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
There you go.
That's right.
How was Budapest?
Budapest was all right. I was kind of like at the end of my my voyage, as the British would call it.
Yeah.
So I was kind of like over it, kind of. But Prague was lit. Prague was really, really pretty. Yeah, nice too. I did feel bad though, because like at the end of my my trip, like you go to if you Google it, like the prettiest cities in Europe, it'll be like Munich, Budapest, Prague, and now I got to go back to fucking E-course. Like that sucks so bad, dude.
Yeah.
Yeah. Last day walking around like one of the prettiest cities. Yeah, now you gotta go back to fucking shitty E-course.
Whatever.
Back to downriver for your bitch ass, dude.
Back home.
Right.
Where all the buildings suck.
Yes. All the buildings are plain.
It's pretty wild walking around Europe. Like, wow, this is just a place where people live. It's just, you know what I mean? All this fucking medieval architecture.
Yeah.
Got these sculptures all
Everything
over the
like
place.
looks the same as it did like 200 years ago, but then they just put they just have iPhones and like it's like
Yeah, they just kind of like modernized it.
Yeah.
Like the castle in Budapest has Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's kind of sick, dude.
I have a fucking castle. Let's just start with that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I want a castle.
How many dudes have jerked off in there?
Probably 1,500.
In the castle?
How many people do you think?
That's the question you want. How many dudes have jerked? How many?
If they have Wi-Fi.
How many dudes do you think jerked off at the Comedy Castle?
That's a good question.
That's a better question.
There?
Gabe, isn't he still there?
Gabe
isn't he still
definitely
there?
jerked off there.
Probably jerk people off there.
Man, we got to get those tips, dude.
Can I get on that open mic?
How many pedophiles were in that castle? I don't know. They're doing shit.
Probably all of them. All of them.
Not the comedy
Mark Ridley's?
castle, though.
Yeah. Everybody on that wall.
Yeah.
There's just pictures of pedophiles.
But
Like,
nobody's going to be a pedophile when Matt McCusker is there, and you can get tickets to that if you leave a comment and you can see him.
like and subscribe, by the way. It is a Matt themed show. I like that.
Yeah,
Um,
it was intentional.
yeah.
Yeah, brushing on the perfect time. Well, you're a P boy now, so you're officially.
Oh, I'm on the team now?
Yeah.
Always wanted to be on the team. It feels good.
I feel like
You'll be
everybody who
hosting
does
next
an episode becomes a P-boy.
Yeah, pretty much. That's kind of how it goes. Is you're on a couple episodes,
This is the initiation period.
and then you're done.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
We should change to the M-boys.
The M boys.
For what?
Give us-
Oh, Matt.
Yeah. You can be our guest.
Oh, I thought you said the N boys.
that too.
I thought the N stood for
Nostalgic because, this old time shit.
That's exactly what it does stand for.
Yeah. Yeah. So Trump, that's pretty cool, right? We already covered that.
Trump,
Do you
yeah.
think- there's a lot of people saying that Joe Rogan got Trump elected. Do you think that's the
Well,
case?
I thought it was
Trump was
Putin.
going to win
Yeah.
anyway.
The Russians did it.
Trump
That's what
going-
I'm saying. Is
Trump was going to win, and then the Joe Rogan episode was just the cherry on top to ensure.
yeah, but I've been seeing because there was no way Kamala was going to win, but I think they're just using Joe Rogan as
Go, anybody who thinks that is fucking stupid. Especially
I
because
think-
Kamala was invited.
Yeah.
If she
Yeah.
wanted to do an episode, it was equal opportunity. Just do
Yeah.
a fucking episode.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So-
Like Trump going on Rogan helped, but like Rogan himself,
Kamala
didn't.
not-
Like Kamala
yeah.
could have done it too.
Kamala not doing it probably helped.
Well, I was listening to Theo Vaughn, and he was talking about trying to get Kamala on, but he would have had to go to her. They would have built his studio with her, and then they wanted total editing control, as the word Trump did not.
Yeah.
He's like, fucking post it. I don't care.
That's lame.
Yeah, like you can only ask Kamala questions that she was ready for and shit like that.
Do any other interview then? Like,
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
just change
Go
who
on
the host
CNN.
is.
So that's why nobody did it. That's why she wasn't on any pods and shit because they wanted to dictate.
Her daddy.
She didn't
Yeah, but that's what they said. The
She
government
didn't even ask her about sucking
spent
dick.
like $80,000 to recreate that stage, the Call Your Daddy stage.
Yeah, I heard
And
they spent like
they
$2 billion
built-
on her campaign or some shit
Yeah.
like that. Like something insane.
just to dictate the marketing and advertising.
Yeah.
Like I could come here tonight, but you can only ask me certain questions.
right.
See, I think she just needed more funding for her campaign.
That's what it is. Yeah, she was just needed
Yeah.
more funding.
Yeah, you should have donated.
Yeah.
It's
The
only
peop-
being used for the essentials.
Right.
yeah, like do people in Flint have clean water? I don't know.
Right. Yeah, dude. If she would have
No,
given
but she
like
got a Beyonce endorsement.
Yeah,
if she would have given
but Cardi
like,
B
a
was
couple
there.
more million to Oprah, she would have gotten it. I'm pretty sure of that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate the fact
I have
that
some
people
theories.
donate to politicians. Like the two most famous politicians, like in a campaign against each other. It's like, no, I need to give them money. Otherwise, like voting's not enough.
Yeah. It actually kind of blows my mind that people donate their money to
Yeah.
Yeah, my
political
dad
campaigns.
donates to Trump. It's infuriating. Because, like, dude, you need to replace the gas line, dude.
Do we even have clean water,
Make
dude?
gas lines, make gas lines great again.
We don't even have a fucking filter in here, dude.
Yeah, that's stupid. We'll see. We'll see what happens with this new regime.
Well, especially wasn't Trump's whole thing like he doesn't take donations?
No.
Yeah, that's what everybody says.
Yeah, no, I think he doesn't. He works for free too.
But there's absolute, like, my dad's got the merch to show for it.
No, I'm not doubting it. I'm not doubting that he did, but I remember
Fair point,
like
dude.
Trump, at least when he first ran, was like, I'm not taking donations. I'm not taking like whatever. Like,
Well, that was a politician thing to say.
yeah.
Yeah, he's supposed to donate his salary, his president's salary too. So
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Yeah, but now people are saying that the left needs a Joe Rogan. Do you think that's
Does the left need a Joe Rogan?
Joe Rogan literally was like a hardcore leftist
Right.
most of the
Well,
time.
that
until
is-
they
A
started-
lot of us were, and then they started fucking targeting us, and then
Well, I think
it makes you indifferent.
I think the left has been particularly captured by, the upper echelons of society.
sure?
I think
Yeah,
their
Rogan was
ideology makes no sense. It's not grassroots, and I think that's what Joe Rogan is. I think he's just a grassroots thing. Like he just started to do this,
Right.
and people gravitated to it.
Yeah, he was all behind Bernie. I just want to get that on the record.
Yeah, he was a big Bernie fan. Bernie was on the podcast. He had a bunch of Democrat politicians on there.
Yeah.
and he can't. Well, it depends on what you mean by the left. Like, is
I don't know. I don't know
Bill
what that
Maher
means.
not
Everyone's
a
saying,
Joe
like-
Rogan to the left?
No, because Bill Maher isn't left anymore.
Bill Maher isn't left anymore.
Yeah, that's what
well,
they're
because
saying.
the left is not an organic.
He left
thing.
the left.
That's why. So that's why I'm saying the P Boiz needs to become the Joe Rogan of the left.
The left.
Yeah.
Well, then I'm going to leave.
Yeah, that's why we're all here anyway,
I'm
because
not changing my pronouns for.
We have to all become trans, and then we can be like the Joe Rogan of the left.
I look really good with the girl
see.
filters on Snapchat.
Yeah, you do
Yeah,
have,
you're already halfway
yeah,
there.
you're halfway there,
Yeah,
dude.
You know.
You just got to commit.
Right. You see what we're all working with here, dude?
Yeah, yeah.
I don't know, I'm getting there.
Yeah.
I got it
I
split.
can't be a they.
Well, yeah, you're only one person.
Yeah.
That's right.
Yeah, that's
I don't give
fair,
a
fair
fuck
point,
about my
dude.
Pussy fucked.
There you go.
All right. Let us know how that goes for you.
Yeah, dude, Caitlyn supported Trump.
Caitlyn Jenner.
Yeah,
I thought you were gonna say Clark.
Caitlyn Clark. That would
Probably
be
did too.
bold.
Probably.
Yeah.
She's a Trump
She would take
supporter.
enough heat.
That would have been a career ender.
Who would be the
definitely.
Joe Rogan? I don't know. Maybe Obama. The problem is,
Obama had a podcast. Nobody listened to it.
That actually is kind of crazy that nobody. I didn't know he did.
It was
that.
him.
I know Hillary. Didn't Hillary Clinton have a
an
podcast
actor.
for a little bit?
Probably.
I think Tim Dillon was talking about that. Basically, he was shitting on her. It's like, how did you end up having my job?
It was Obama and Bruce Springsteen had a podcast together.
That's why.
That's wild.
Yeah.
The thing is, in my opinion, and this is why, okay, when you say Bill Maher's not the left anymore, it's because what is now considered to be the left is a very top-down ideology that is imposed upon whoever eats it up.
Right.
Yeah, if
What do you-
don't
what do you
check
mean
all
by
the
that?
boxes
Like-
on the other
What I
side.
mean by that is it's not. What do I mean by that? I think that, let's say, good ideas spread themselves, and
Just like girls.
and bad ideas. It depends which one.
Yeah. Only the ones
I think
I'm into.
bad ideas are imposed from the top by people with power.
Just like boys.
I think that a lot of these ideas that are associated with the left right now, particularly gender ideology and all this other stuff, is a top-down thing that's meant to manipulate people.
Okay.
You know,
Interesting. Good way to look at it. I don't know, because I was listening to somebody else talk about that too, and they're saying like, in theory, it is a very progressive movement, but so basically you took a minority group and you gave them a lot of power, but then the people who you shit on were the people who shit on you, kind of thing, and now that makes you bad. So like, if you were a hardcore left person, you're like, hey, dude, I'm this, but I respect your Trump values, then you'd be cool. But now you want to fight me because of I'm not a Trump supporter, but do you see what I'm trying to say?
no, I don't at all. Actually, sorry.
I kind of view it as like a lot of like people on the far left are kind of like, and what the fuck do I know? But I feel like they're kind of acting out of fear of not being part of like the cool group. Like, oh, I have to like put BLM and Ukraine and Palestine in my bio. Otherwise, people are going to think I'm racist and I'm a Trump supporter, and they're scared of that. So that's why they do that. And I do think, not to get too conspiratorial, I do think that there is part of that where it's like someone at the top being like, if we can convince the like retarded kids to do this shit, it's an easier way to get into their heads and feed them and just see how far we can take them from what's considered normal or what was considered normal.
Yeah, I'd very strongly agree with that, and that's a pattern that
That's what I was basically kind of saying.
That's what you were trying. Okay,
Yeah.
he said it better.
He articulated it better than I did.
My thing with those people that have that in their bio is like they're all like aboard with like free Palestine and stuff, and then like they have no idea what's going on in like Congo and shit. And it's like, are you team Myanmar or team Burma? Like I've never heard of either of those.
Yeah.
Right.
What about you guys? Are we team Myanmar or Burma?
I didn't know that.
Dude,
anything
I
was
think
going
if a
on.
country doesn't have a GDP of over 200 billion, we just bomb the fuck out of them. Like, we
Just take them, like
just destroy them, dude. I don't give
take their oil and their spices.
a yeah, dude. And they're
what
women.
is going on in
Yeah, they're
Myanmar?
women.
Hairy women.
I didn't know that there was A
That's my
conflict
type.
over there.
Yeah, it's like a violent civil war.
A civil war. Okay. Hey,
Dude,
guys.
it's been going on longer than fucking Ukraine and, well, maybe not Israel Palestine, but it's been going on longer than Ukraine.
Yeah. Fuck, I was gonna say something. I just forgot it. I guess we can go in a different
We're
direction.
gonna talk about Angola,
Angola.
another fucked up country that.
I don't know him. Who's up?
I don't know. I mean, all these countries are just made up. Like they're not like real places.
Yeah, that's the wild part too.
All countries are made up. It's just a
it's
made
like,
up
who
idea.
gives a fuck, dude?
Yeah.
But also, their territories were driven by like foreign rulers. You know?
Yeah.
Like I think it was like what the Russians and the French dictated the Hungarian borders, and they took like 70% of the empire after it fell.
Yeah.
Same thing like
Well,
with
it's
the
also-
Ottomans too. The British dictated those border
Just
lines.
chopped it
Yeah.
up.
Yeah.
That's just what people do.
Yeah, I was explaining to my wife that like Iraq didn't exist until like 100 years ago, and she was like, "That's not true." And I was like, "Yes, it is. There was no Iraq up until like."
What did
after
she
World
think?
War
Did
II."
you think it was older?
Yeah, she thought like it was just like all.
I didn't even
Which-
think it was 100 years. I thought it was less than 100. But
It's less than 100. It's like World War II after World War II.
Yeah. Right.
Which
Yeah, I didn't know that.
I didn't know that either
Yeah, I didn't know that.
until like
All the entire Middle East, as we know it, like none of those countries are more than 100 years old.
yeah.
Right. It was just, I guess, the
It
Ottoman
was just
Empire.
a bunch of like
It was,
villages.
it was just it was
territories,
Bedouin villages and farms and shit like that. And again, under the Ottoman rule, which was a gigantic, it's Turkish, right?
Yeah.
Ottoman, I believe.
Constantinople.
Yeah, right, exactly.
Yeah, you heard that song.
Istanbul.
Istanbul. No, I matched with a couple on this the other day from Istanbul.
Couple?
Yeah, they're coming from, but they're gonna go in Canada, so I'm not allowed in Canada. So
You're not allowed. You're
yeah,
a Canadian criminal.
yeah. Technically, I'm a felon in the eyes of the Canadian government.
What did you do?
Fucking OWI.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's operating while impaired.
Okay.
Yeah, in Canada, a DUI is a felony. Your first one.
Impaled.
Yeah, impaled. Yeah, just at the border.
You were trafficking counterfeit hockey pucks or something?
No, it was a lot I was really involved in the syrup game. You know?
Syrup game?
Yeah,
that's
the
a
whiskey
dirty
and the
game
syrup.
right there.
You weren't smuggling unpasteurized milk.
No, I didn't get that far.
Hold on. If you know where to get unpasteurized milk, let me know. That's the best shit out there.
I think you get it from a cow. I'm not sure though,
Generally
Straight from the
speaking, you can get it from a goat too.
or an almond.
I get booked more in Windsor
Now
than
you're
I get,
pushing it, bro.
than I get booked in any club locally.
You get booked in Windsor.
Yeah,
I need to get
they
a
like me
passport
up there.
then.
Yeah, dude, it's fucking.
You
it's
get an
a great
enhanced
club.
ID.
Every show I've done there has been like sold out. Like it's a really
That's
great-
cool. Is it a paid spot?
The ones I've done, yeah,
Okay.
but they
Windsor
do
Comedy
open
Club?
mics too. What?
Windsor
going to
Comedy
those.
Club.
Yeah,
Yeah, Skibby was a producer there for a minute before she got pregnant.
damn.
Yeah, they brought her over. So
Yeah, is she from Canada?
no, they're just taking her breast and bites.
Nice.
Just taking her what? Breast?
I said breast. Yeah, I didn't mean to.
Damn, dude.
you
You're
see-
besmirching a taken woman.
I know, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Follow me on Instagram at Floyd Jones Comedy. So
Yeah.
There you go.
Black milk.
You got to put on your blackface now.
yeah, nah.
Which you can do. You know, you should be allowed to.
I
feel
should be like
Yeah.
it's kind of like halfway with me.
Right.
Like,
You have a
It
black
is.
child.
yeah, so it
If
works.
you-
I just don't have a hockey jersey. You know?
Well, yeah.
I got an extra one if you want.
There you
I have
go.
a USSR hocky jersey.
That's what I need.
Yeah.
I need the communist one.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah.
That would look good on you. You look Eastern European.
As fuck, dude. As fuck. That'd be kind of cool though.
Yeah.
Yeah, let me
Put it
know.
over your Native American hoodie.
Yeah. It's a good look.
It's cultures, man. America.
Yeah. Do you guys want to get into this beef?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
pretty exciting. I'm pretty pumped to talk about this. So there's this big comedy beef from this podcast. A few months ago, we had a comedian of note on the podcast, which was pretty exciting.
Which
and-
one? Was it Nick Ford or
Yeah, Nick Ford. Nick Ford was on the podcast.
Nicholas J.
What we're
Ford?
talking about.
Wait, is there an update to it? Or
Yeah, there's an update. To it.
Okay. I didn't
Names
know
have to
that.
Remain anonymous because I want to know.
They can.
Go look at the camera and shoot a wrestling
Yeah.
promo on him.
Who do you think it was?
I don't know.
Really?
I mean, hold on, mouth it.
I've heard rumbles that the P Boiz got beef with somebody.
Yeah.
What's the update?
I heard this
Okay,
other
so
podcast.
There was a comedian of note on the P Boiz a couple months ago, and we've been taking shots at him ever since. Because I mean, look, I don't have any problems with he's a nice guy. It was nice of him to be on the show. It was nice of him to come to our open mic, and you know.
I know what you're talking about now. Yeah, I know what you're talking about now.
And anyone, like literally anyone, can figure out who it is. It was Paul Elia, but
I didn't know he was on this cast.
yeah, he was.
Yeah, he was on this pod.
So he's a very nice guy, and he was like, whatever, chill guy. I found out recently, this was like a month or two ago, he did another podcast where he was talking about like he was talking about like our conversation from the podcast, and basically like calling me like an idiot and like retarded, which was kind of funny because you know, it's a
Because you are.
right, yeah,
Observational humor is what he's good at.
right, yeah.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool that he's, you know, spreading the word. He didn't mention the P Boiz, which I was a little upset about. He
Yeah,
just said like,
it's a little
I was talking
disappointing.
to this guy the other day.
All right, at least get some public.
I was like, hey,
Right,
dude,
yeah.
fucking like, you know, throw
You
me
can put you on, yeah.
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 I remember when he did your mic though, he kind of had like this like certain swag and confidence about him, and he's like, "Who watched my special?" And it got quiet as shit.
I didn't know he was famous.
He goes,
until
"Did
after-
you guys watch it?" And somebody in the back was like, "No."
No, I literally thought it was a joke. I didn't know who
I
he
think
was.
famous is a stretch.
Yeah,
Yeah.
famous is a stretch. He's friends with Matt Rife, and he's like popular in LA.
He's got a lot of followers.
He's got a lot of followers. He's like been on TV shows and shit.
Yeah, I never really talked to him,
he's
so like I'm not gonna really say
He's
anything about him.
established.
But
Yeah,
He's
no,
like
good
done
for
his
him.
shit. He's like
Yeah.
he's funny. Like I'll give him that. But like yeah, he has this like weird obsession with talking about like cultural identity, and that like that was the whole thing about the podcast.
was that like because he identifies as Assyrian?
Yeah, that was the whole
So-
thing. Was like he was like kind of lecturing me about like why I should consider myself Assyrian, and like it was just a weird energy on the podcast. And
Well, doesn't that mean like that you're just from Iran?
Iraq.
Oh, okay.
Well,
So,
Iran, Iraq. Assyrian is basically just like you're Catholic, but you're from that region.
yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
Yeah.
because I didn't understand it until I reached out to the Arab community, and
Yeah.
they kind of explained it to
Yeah,
me.
sure.
Like, there's no difference between like the way I see it is like him and I are Hungarian, but he's probably like French or some shit. But you guys are still in the same.
That's the worst.
Okay, but I went to high school with a bunch of Chaldeans,
Uh-huh.
and not the entire time I never heard anybody say the word Assyrian.
Yeah, me either.
They
I-
all called themselves Chaldean.
yeah.
Yeah.
So like,
So that was his whole thing, was that
Was it
I
kinda-
should be
I-
calling myself Assyrian and not Chaldean. And my thing was I don't really care because I live in America and I don't really hang out with Chaldeans, and it's not like, sure, it's like my culture and it's like part of my ethnicity and whatever, but I'm not gonna like, you know, I don't care enough about like why
I'm not gonna take a
Chaldeans
stand.
and Assyrians, like I don't give a shit.
I'm not gonna storm the capital
I'm
or
not gonna
whatever.
storm the
yeah.
capital because I'm not going to storm Palestine.
Yeah, I was about
Get
to
him
say that,
plotters.
yeah.
all right.
Yeah. But he went on this other podcast and was talking about how I don't know my identity, and that like his exact words was like, I was taken aback by the fact that he was interested in learning about the history of our culture. And I was like, I'm not taken aback by like you being interested in our culture. Like that's cool. Like, you know, but I don't know why he was so obsessed with the fact that I'm not interested in the history of our culture. And that I think he was conflating his identity to the point that his cultural identity to his entire identity. And I just think like if that's sort of like what you're basing your entire being off of, then like really your identity has just become like you're like just a representation of this culture. And I think it's actually like the opposite of, you know, finding your own identity. But you know, that's my take. That's my
I get what are you trying to say, like if you're just like a hardcore Trump supporter and that's your whole
That's-
identity
yeah,
kind of thing,
yeah,
but with him it's more of like a
yeah, that's basically what
regional
it
where
is.
I came from
Like,
type
yeah.
shit.
Because he said multiple times, like, this guy doesn't know his identity. He doesn't give a shit about his identity. And I'm like, dude, I'm pretty familiar with my identity. I don't really give a shit about the history of my cultural ethnicity, but I don't think that has anything to do with my identity.
No, that's what I'm saying. Like,
Yeah.
you're identifying in a group instead of an individual.
Right.
Is that the update to the beef?
That's the update to the beef. I just thought it was funny that he went on another podcast to like talk about how bad of an interview I did.
Did you invite him back?
I didn't invite him back. Paul,
should
if you're
invite him
watching
back.
this,
Yeah.
which he probably isn't, because he acts like he doesn't know me every time we run into each other. If you're watching this, you can come back on the P Boiz and we can have a strict debate.
Yeah, we'll clarify. Things.
Yeah, we'll clear
You got
things
a
up.
Jew to moderate.
Right,
This
yeah.
time.
Right.
Who can be more fair than
Yeah,
a
what
Jew?
would be a better than
Historically
Israeli
speaking, the
to come
fairest phrase
through
ever.
and,
Yeah.
you know,
And you
to
can bring Matt
make
Rife,
peace.
and we can get like real views on the podcast.
Yeah, and we can ask Matt Rife
yeah,
if his crowd work special was real, which it
Right.
was not.
yeah. That's a hot take that people didn't like that you said on the podcast.
They didn't like it.
They didn't. We got a lot of comments
fucking
about it.
watch it and tell me those people weren't planted. That's bull.
And I think
fucking-
Paul was a producer of his special, so he
Okay.
wouldn't like you to say that either.
All right. Well,
So we can debate
as
that
the
too.
producer,
Yeah.
you're probably the guy who recruited the people who were
Yeah.
planted
Yeah.
in the crowd work.
It don't matter anyway because we don't identify as Assyrian. So
You were one of the plants.
Yeah.
yeah.
You guys
Yeah.
don't recognize me?
Yeah.
I was the one that
You
went,
do
show
look-
that ass.
You do look like a ficus.
Yeah, there you go.
I was a plant. I was a plant once at a Diddy party.
Yeah, you were a
How'd that go for you?
Ah, dude, it was
Did he
really.
make you dress up as like a French maid?
It was the
LeBron.
really white party.
Yeah, like it got real slippery situation, so I had to leave. I left
tends
early.
to get slippery over there.
Yeah, I'd go back though.
Yeah,
If you Diddy, if you're listening, dude, hit me up.
yeah.
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 At the Assyrian parties, it's just regular oil,
Just regular oil.
Regular
and
ass
at
oil.
the Italians, it's olive oil.
Yeah. So in America,
Petroleum and
in America, it's vegetable oil.
canola oil.
That's what. Yeah.
Fries.
Don't tell RFK.
Yeah. We'll see what happens there. Are we going to make America healthy again?
Yeah. Are you excited about
Find
that? You're a big RFK. guy.
That is the thing giving me the most hope
Yeah.
about the Trump presidency. We'll see what RFK is going to do.
Mm-hmm.
I think him cleaning up a lot of the regulations and actually maybe putting more regulations onto our fucking shitty, horrible food and
Mm-hmm.
medicine and water and all that stuff. I think that could be a very positive thing, but
Yeah.
ultimately, I don't think that Trump is going to make the changes that truly need to be made.
That's what I'm sort of thinking is like he's
Making
bringing-
America mid again, dude.
Make it mid again, dude.
Yeah.
Right, exactly.
Everyone's saying like he's bringing in the dream team, but like 4 years from now, it's not going to be that much different than like how everything is right now.
I don't. Well,
Is that what
he's
it is this year? It's Dream Team because last time it was draining out the swamp.
No, now it's the dream team. He's got him, Elon, RFK, Vivek, JD,
Tulsi.
Tulsi,
Tony Hinchcliffe.
Tony Hinchcliffe, Kid
Hulk
Rock.
Hogan.
Yeah, Hulk
Hulk
Hogan.
Hogan.
He's got the squad, dude. He's got the Avengers.
That is a squad.
Maybe America will be.
Yeah, dude.
They were great in the 80s, so they brought back the A-team, basically.
Right, yeah.
Mr. T's coming.
That'd be cool.
Yeah.
I would have voted for him if Mr. T promoted him.
I heard that's who Jake Paul's fighting next.
Mr. T. That would be a
That'd be interesting.
horrible fight. That would be way.
Well,
that would be less interesting than the Tyson fight, which already was kind of.
I heard he's
flop.
fighting Muhammad Ali next.
Oh yeah? In the grave.
Yeah.
Triple threat match with him and George Foreman. Like,
See,
Is George Foreman dead?
I don't think so.
I don't think so.
Muhammad Ali is.
Did George Floyd? Wait,
Which one?
I don't know.
Allegedly.
That joke choked me up a little bit there.
Should we get into that?
George Floyd?
Let's get into that now. That's what
Yeah.
people want to talk about.
P Boiz wasn't around when that happened.
All right.
We didn't really get to put our views for that.
Was George Floyd an overdose, or was it the knee on the neck? Candace Owens seems to think it was an overdose.
Oh no.
So,
We got rid
you know
of
what that
Lemonsack.
means.
Is that funny?
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't even leave the camera.
Yeah.
Bummer. Maybe you left that camera.
Yeah.
Like,
Did
hold on.
you just edit that?
Yeah, I'll edit it.
Just swap my chair out with George Floyd.
I think they'd have a George Floyd flathead. That'd be kind of cool.
Fathead.
Yeah, you remember those? Like the big
Mullen.
stickers?
Wait, they those are real?
No, but they should.
Oh, they should make it.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
sure
they-
someone
there's someone
has.
that had.
They kind of missed their
100%.
opportunity. That should have been, somebody. There's too much money to be made in that for it to not have been done.
Some of my friends in college had a Steve Harvey fathead that they hung on their door, and I was like, that's a pretty good joke.
That's pretty cool. Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
That is interesting. Man,
I love Steve Harvey.
Yeah, but the George Floyd merch is like, you know, an untapped market.
right.
I don't think. I'm pretty sure that market's been pretty milked.
Yeah, it's been tapped. And people are kind of leaving it.
It's been tapped, and
especially because of the Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, it's been tapped, and they bought $4 million mansions with it. So.
Yeah, in neighborhoods full of white people. Which
You
is
know, West Bloomfield.
yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Nice neighborhood, though. A lot of lakes.
I'm sure.
A lot of lakes, dude.
Fact check it.
Yeah. Pull it up.
Pull it up. Jamie, pull it up. We need a Jamie, dude.
Yeah, you're the
No, I'm
Jamie.
telling the audience to do
You're
it.
the Jamie after hours.
Yeah.
Right.
Why after hours? Oh, because I
It's like
edited
after
it?
the yeah.
Yeah.
He's not editing live.
Yeah, we just need somebody to Google shit while we're talking.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta
Fact check me all the time.
Yeah, Matt Lemonsack, you can start Googling.
You be
Oh,
our,
what am I?
You'll be the Jamie.
No,
our
no.
designated.
Oh, you're the sound.
Google
You're the
eyes.
sound effect.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're the sound guy. So
Yeah. Do you have any sounds you would like to play for us?
Someone tell a bad joke, or someone tell a joke. Just hit us with a one-liner.
Fuck. I hate when people ask.
What are you
me
guys
to
not
tell them.
comedians?
yeah, you know who wears a hat?
Ew.
Lemonsack.
Hey. That's
Oh.
good.
Yeah.
That's all I wanted to do.
You know who wears a bicycle chain around their neck?
Who?
Rappers.
Lemonsacks.
Lemonsack. Yeah.
I thought it was rap.
Did we talk about it? Did we talk about all the topics? I don't remember.
I don't know.
All the topics? What other topics are there?
Lions?
Everything
Oh, we
except
were
for
supposed to
butts.
talk about that.
I mean,
Was pretty cool?
Yeah, bro. Lions are the best team in the NFL. That's
There you go.
crazy. I didn't think I was ever going to say that.
yeah, not in your lifetime.
They have nice pants.
Yeah.
Very nice pants. They're
Uh,
like historically good too. They're not just like
Yeah, it's
good.
abnormal. Like you're kind of seeing something special.
It's pretty fucking wild.
They
Yeah.
got the NFL championship under their belt.
Yeah.
It's theirs to lose. You know, they're the best team in the league right now. That's,
Are they actually?
I don't know if it's going to be sustainable though. I don't think you can do that for 11 weeks in a row.
what do you mean 11? Like beat people 52?
Yeah, but, or like
Right, they're
throw
not-
5 interceptions and
They
win,
don't
and
have to.
they're going to run into the wall eventually. But
How many losses do they have? One or two?
just
Only
one. Yeah.
Oh, so they're tied with the Chiefs. For
Yeah.
Best record then.
Right, but their point differential is
Absurd.
like
Yeah.
historically good.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah,
Well, you got to consider the division. I literally. I don't,
No, I mean
don't
they
even
just
know
beat
who's in the-
Jacksonville
We're-
by like 42
we're
points.
actually in the best division in the league. Like
Yeah.
it's not even close.
Oh well, then yeah, give it till the end of the season when they have to play the division.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't follow
gotta do
football
that.
enough. I'm just.
I don't even know.
Yeah,
I've
you're
heard
not-
my
you're
uncle
not-
talk.
Yeah,
I don't
That's
know.
what his dad told him between all the Magna talk. He's like, the Lions are the best.
reading your
No,
notes.
my football's too liberal.
Football's too liberal.
Yeah, all that Black Lives Matter.
Yeah, all the knees.
Travis Kelsey.
I'm just kind of throwing my dad under the bus.
Travis Kelsey getting triple vaxxed.
Yeah.
Fucking gay, dude.
Fucking gay, dude.
Hey, anything for that
really
Swift
good.
pussy.
Yeah, dude.
I would do it too. So
For Swift pussy.
yeah, not just for any pussy, to be honest with you.
Yeah, get triple vaxxed.
Yeah, dude.
Damn, dude. Don't tell RFK.
Right.
Yeah, don't tell. Yeah,
You can't. You can't get chlamydia if you get triple vaxxed. That's
I'm
what.
pretty sure you can.
Triple vax? What?
You said you can't get chlamydia if you get triple vaxxed.
Yeah, that's the whole point of it.
You can get a heart attack though. So
Yeah. And
there you go.
water lasting longer than 4 hours.
Call a doctor
You gotta give me a soundboard.
or a hooker.
There is a soundboard right
No,
here.
but then we would all need to wear headphones, and I guess we would need it for any soundboard.
Well, yeah. You
All right,
can- I mean,
well,
you-
let's get some headphones.
Do you want to swap seats for the next P Boiz, and then you
Can I just host it?
host the P Boiz officially?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No.
No, why not?
Because I would be a horrible host. I'm more the tag guy. You know, tag
Yeah.
area.
So that's what I'm saying is you come sit over here, you control the boards, and then I'll sit over there and I'll be funny.
All right.
I'm just kidding. I think you're very funny, Matt Lemonsack. Everyone,
Oh, no, that's why you said you'd be. Wait, no. What was everyone saying?
everyone keeps messing.
Everybody disagrees with me.
Yeah,
Oh.
so many messages.
Yeah, I even get them because they think I'm you.
Right.
A lot of black Korean girls just
Yeah.
fucking slide
up,
into the
like,
comments. Like, yo, let me get some of that lemon sack.
Yeah.
Yeah, they want that lemon.
Like I want
thing.
that guy to run over me like the guy at Tiananmen Square. That's what they say.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I said,
Bad
dude.
girl.
Yeah.
Wait,
what are you talking about?
Talked to her for like a week and like two fucking episodes of P Boiz.
Well, does she
Oh,
follow?
shit. Yeah, is she gonna find out?
Yeah, that's the only one way for her to find out is to
I've
like and
advertised it.
subscribe.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, like this may help your relationship with this.
Relation.
Yeah.
What?
What's she gonna say when you're famous because of this podcast?
Yeah,
Right, yeah.
this
Chance
is the biggest
to
Metro
be
Detroit comedy podcast.
I feel like I'm already famous.
Yeah.
You know?
You already, yeah, I mean, you are. Why do you feel like you are?
Because I'm on the fucking P Boiz, dude.
Oh, yeah, I mean-
this is my third time here.
You're the co-host now.
Yeah. / host.
That's all it takes.
Yeah,
/ host.
you beat Malachi and Gabe for that spot.
Speaking of Malachi,
Where are the opponents?
he was saying I look like white Snoop Dogg.
Uh-huh.
And then he posted a picture or like a poll
Wow.
on Instagram.
That's
80% yes.
I'd
Damn,
100% see it.
Yeah.
Dude, you should post one of
actually
him and say he looks like Roger from American Dad, but a human version. He got super pissed.
I will say this: you do look like White Snoop. Although I had another friend way back in the day, I guess you can call him a friend, who looked way more like White Snoop. So you're like, I don't know, you're like
80%.
White Snoop's brother.
You look like almost everybody from my mom's side of the family. So, like, if they found out we were related, I'm like, I can see that.
Is your mom Snoop Dogg?
No, it's they're from Kentucky.
Oh.
Yeah.
You should put up a poll of Malachi and say, is this a F to M trans or a anime femboy? See what gets more.
Definitely. Oh,
That's a good one. Use this platform.
Yeah, and you can say that
to destroy someone who's not even old enough to drink.
Brought up on the P Boiz.
Yeah.
He swore to me that he would, because he got so excited when I told him I was going to be out of town, and he was like, "Do I get to host the P Boiz?" And I was like, "Sure." And then he took no steps towards hosting an episode of the P Boiz. So
You just show up here like, what the fuck? I'm locked out.
I
no,
thought
I told him Matt has a key, and so
I thought you were gonna. I thought that's why. I thought he was gonna be here instead of you.
no.
Yeah.
He was telling everyone he's going to host the P Boiz by himself.
Well, I think we didn't know how to get all the equipment set up. Was my
Did
understanding.
he talk to you about it or no?
Well, I didn't know how to do it either. We did talk about it.
Oh, okay.
I
I
think-
sent him tutorials. I sent him YouTube videos on how to use the equipment.
Oh, well, I don't know. Maybe he
All right.
didn't get him or something. Or he
All right,
couldn't
whatever.
get in touch with you.
Is it hard to start the cameras? Like,
No, you just press the red button on the cameras and then the red button on the recorder.
Well, you should have showed me that before you.
I should have showed you that. I should have, really it's on me. I should have.
yeah, I mean, when you're the team captain,
Right.
you're withholding information from them, so you
Exactly.
keep all the power.
Yeah, I'm burning ballots from
Yeah, exactly.
Where'd you go to your honeymoon at?
to Italy.
Italy.
By the beach or like?
No, we went to Sorrento, Rome, and Venice.
I always wanted to go to. I was literally talking to somebody about that yesterday. What was it like?
No, there wasn't a lot to do in Sorrento, but they're saying it's like their off season, so like they're really only active like during the summer.
Okay.
And then now it was like kind of dead. There wasn't too much to do, but it was like nice. It was like nice to see things and like drive around and like you see all the like mountains and the hills. And we went to Pompeii. That was pretty cool. Like that was a volcano and shit.
So it was burning.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool.
Did you hear this at all?
I don't think I heard that once while I was there.
Did you eat a lot of fish while you were there?
No, I'm not a big fish guy.
You remember that episode of Sopranos when they go to Italy?
yeah.
And it's like all fucking fish. Like,
There was a lot of fish. Like everything was like fish, but I'm not a big fish guy.
either mine, but
Yeah.
I was just wondering.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't love fish.
Nah, me either.
More of a beef guy. Although if the fish is like really fresh and well done,
Yeah.
then it's good. But you go to a restaurant here, it's usually not the case.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I like a salmon with like a salad every once in a while if I'm trying to be healthy. But
Yeah, make you feel good about yourself.
yeah, and then fucking back to
Before you go back to 40 PBRs
Yeah.
at New Way Bar.
Just
Or
never
the grilled cheese that you never made,
oh yeah,
the
Don't even-
baguette.
Yeah,
That was a whole thing.
that was the whole thing. Everyone was mad about it. Gabe was like upset about that.
Yeah, very upsetting.
That's why he's gone from the podcast. That's some more podcast beef. Gabe is fired.
Yeah,
Gabe
that's
is
what I thought it
canceled.
Originally was.
What?
That's what I thought the beef originally was.
Oh no, I no, I don't have beef with Gabe. I have beef with Paul.
Yeah, beef with real comedians. Yeah.
Right? Yeah,
No, it's once he said, yeah, an established, well-known comedian. I was like, Gabe Jervis.
yeah, he is.
I thought you were gonna talk about Matt Wolf again, and I was like,
Matt Wolf, yeah.
the man's a
I
war
was
hero.
the one who pulled his finger off.
Wait, was that an instant? Sorry, Gabe.
It's funny. Pulled his finger off. I don't like that.
It's funny.
Yeah, so I don't know. This has been an episode of the P Boiz. Does anyone have anything they want to promote?
No.
Not really. I will be at an open mic tomorrow in Detroit, House of Comedy.
Hey, there you go.
Yep.
Get it.
On the 6th of December, I think I'm in Jackson. That's about it.
Jackson,
I think it's Jackson. I'm not sure.
Michigan.
Yeah.
You going to open mic in Jackson?
No, it's a real show. It's some dude named like Tom Buck or some shit. Yeah, it
That's
seems.
the most Jackson, Michigan name I've ever heard.
Oh yeah, dude, 100%. Seems like a cool time because like I got on the show because he just takes references. So Mason just gave him my name, then he sent me a message. Yeah. So
Who did?
Mason Bird did.
Oh, I think he told me about that.
I don't know, Mason.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
Yeah, because Blaine did it, then Mason did it, then Mason put me onto it. So if you guys want to get on,
Oh, yeah.
All right, yeah.
I'll let you know how it goes. 'Cause I'm just,
Is it a paid spot?
yeah. So basically,
I'll go
he
for
told
a
me
place
he needs like $200 to keep the room going, and then whatever's left, everybody splits.
Okay.
Okay.
So I mean, it is what it is, you know. Like,
All right.
but I think it's a cool concept. I mean, if it wasn't in fucking Jackson, which you know,
That's kind of lame.
Yeah.
But it is.
I see a lot of those mics that are like in like Battle Creek or like what shows like all over the fucking state, and I'm like, do I really want to drive? Like,
I was literally talking about this last weekend with Steve Winitsky. Like, do you want to drive 45 minutes or go to Grand Rapids for
45 minutes? Yeah, I would definitely.
yeah, but do you want to go to fucking Grand Rapids for $50 or Paw Paw, Michigan or some shit?
I drove to Grand Rapids for $20.
Yeah, I did this.
Grand Rapids for free because I didn't realize it was just a booked mic.
Yeah,
which one was it?
Uh,
The garage.
Top.
Oh, the one that you were talking about.
Yeah. I thought it was a show until I got there.
Damn.
I did the Sunday Night Funnies once. It was a good one though. It's
It's been around for a while.
yeah, it's worth the drive. Like, to be honest with you.
There was it the a la carte comedy? Is that?
I don't know, Brian something Borbot or something.
Brian Borbot.
Yeah, he was really nice. He had like the funniest intro video I ever seen for comedy too. So
That's cool.
it's definitely worth the drive if you get the opportunity. So shout out to Brian. We're just plugging people now.
Yeah,
There
sure.
you go.
Yeah.
Plug it.
Matt, do you have anything?
Shout out to Plymouth Roadhouse. Like,
Will this be released before that Crumbly show, Ron?
Oh yeah, this is being released tomorrow.
Crumbly show, Toledo,
which one?
November 27th,
29th, I think.
29th.
Yeah, come see me and Matt Lemonsack in Toledo on the 29th at
Is that
some
the Friday
place.
after Thanksgiving?
It is the Friday after. I didn't realize that.
Oh, you guys are going to Arnie's?
Yeah.
Arnie's is a good time.
Arnie's.
I went when it first started though, so I don't know what it's like
It looks
now.
like good crowds, so that's
Well, that's how it was when it first started, but it was
good things.
it was also a welcome weekend last time I was there.
okay.
Because it's right by the University of Toledo. But they do have dollar PBRs. So
Oh, fuck yeah.
yeah, see, it makes you drop. That's a mic drop, dude. That's a fucking mic drop, dude.
Yeah, so come see me and Matt Lemonsack do comedy. And then right after that, I'm going to be at the Joke Gym in Ferndale, so I have to rush back here.
There you
Like
go.
same day?
Yeah, same day. I didn't
That's
realize they were the
crazy.
same day, and I felt bad to turn it down because it's like for AA people.
Yeah, it's like in a
What is
church or some
Joke
shit.
Gym?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
didn't know that was for AA people.
No, the show that he's doing that day is like a AA show. They're doing like a meeting, and then after that, they're doing a comedy show. And he put me on that one, and I felt bad to say no, so I was like, "Fuck it, I'll just rush back and come do it."
Don't you have to be clean though?
You do have to be clean.
Yeah, I don't know if I could do that.
well there, but, you know, it's a nice place and it's a good spot.
I did it once. I think I saw you.
Yeah.
I did it one time, and I did my clean stuff. And he loved it, whoever the guy
Yeah,
who runs it.
true.
I'm like, I don't think I'm going to come back. So
He's a super nice dude.
you got a
I've
little,
heard he's cool.
little taste of what I could do for you.
Yeah, I met him. He came down the rocks a few times back when I used to do that.
Oh, okay.
He seems like an alright guy.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
nice.
I didn't really talk to him, but I mean,
November 30th, the day after the Crumbly
Yeah.
show, I'll be in K-Pac at Miller's Place hosting the show.
where the fuck is
that.
where is K-Pac?
It's in a... Is it? Yeah, no, it is K-Pac. You
Yeah.
made me think. Did I say the right place? It's in Flannelville, Hicktown.
Taylor?
I mean, no, come on, you're all great.
Fucking Taylor. Like,
No, it's just like north. It's in a rural
Monroe.
area.
Yeah, so come see us do comedy.
Yeah.
That'll be pretty cool.
Yeah, come check it out.
Yeah, put Matt on a show too. So
Yeah.
Which one?
Put me on a show.
all of us.
All
Just
right, well,
pay us more than $20.
see you next time. Big piece.
Peace.
Medium piece.